What's going on, everybody? Today we're on some public land here in western North Carolina. It's opening day of muzzleloader season. It did cool off on us there for a little bit. We had a cold snap come through. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not though, but there's some oaks up here above me. It's just absolutely raining acorns. And I come in here and scouted last week and found some really good buck sign. It's a long ways back in here, but I was wanting to try to hunt it where I got a boomstick in my hand instead of a bow, but it gives me a little bit more range. But I'm a little worried now that I'm on my way in here and I'm hearing oaks right here dropping, and that's white oak, so I know they're going to be hitting them first or transitioning off of the chestnut acorns, because the buck sign that I did find that was around a bunch of bedding and chestnut acorns on the mountain. And chestnut acorns are like a big acorn. They're a species of the white oak family, but they tend to drop first, and there were a bumper crop of them this year. But the deer have certainly got a lot of mass crop this year to keep them through the winter, but it's going to be a real tough year, I believe. I was afraid of that, and so I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet. I might not even go back in there as far as I was planning on hunting. If I find some hotter sign closer, there's no need, because the deer probably already moved off the buck sign that I found, or sign I should say, and we'll just see what we go from there. But I got my saddle with me today. It's pretty hot, about 70 degrees. We had it cool off to about 60 and then get low down in the 50s. Well, this cold snap come through a couple days ago, and it's warm back up now though, but we got a really promising cold snap coming here the beginning of October. But yeah, that's what we're dealing with today. But I'm gonna try to keep y'all updated and tag along. I'm videoing my cell phone again. It's just a huge hassle, guys, of carrying big camera equipment in here for a long ways, and this time of year it's just really not worth a whole lot of effort of putting in to try to get a good video. I would love to be able to share my hunt with y'all. I know I enjoyed it just as much as y'all do, and being able to relive the hunt is an awesome experience, but it's really hard to do. But we're gonna get on in here. I'll just give y'all an update, but see what we can turn up. Well, we're almost in here, guys. I almost elected not to come in here. There's just so much food in the woods, but there was some buck sign fresh that was in an area that I had to go by that is always a good spot to hunt. There's some big white oaks mixed with chestnut acorns and a good bedding ridge on top of that they bed on. But I want to know what's back here on this camera, and today is not ideal for them to be moving with this heat, but you never know. So I'm electing to come back here and see if I can't at least, know what's in here, because the buck sign I did find was more aggressive, if you will. So I'm leaning toward more of a dominant deer. And I also know that the time of year that I found it was like 5 days ago, which 5 days ago is like 2 weeks now with this acorns, because you're gonna have to be spending a lot of time in the woods, guys, to be knowing where they're at, because they're just endless amounts of food, and you're gonna have to be close to the bedding. You're gonna have to be close to that buck's bed. But that's another reason why I elected to hunt this spot back here, because I know I'm close to the bed, and when I found that much sign. Found 2 sheds in here that same day, 5 days ago, when I scouted it. And there's for sure some dominant deer in here, because 2 years ago I had a camera and some real studs in here. But the spot that I found the buck sign on, back down the mountain here a little ways, I seen a little 8 and a 6 during muzzleloader season about this time of year last year. So them bucks are probably using that area right there that I found a buck sign on this year. So it could be them, just they're a year older and they're probably 3.5 to 4.5. I don't know. They could have blowed up, but they're different bucks using from here to there for sure because it's just too far apart. I'm about 3.5 miles in here. Yeah, I'm soaked to the core sweating, but I washed off in the creek and trying to cool my body temp down right now. But I'm gonna show y'all what kind of setup I'm running with my pack here. I'm running my XO mountain pack with a 1800 bag on a trophy line ambush saddle. And I've got wild edge steps in my bag. And I ain't got no platform with me, but it's pretty light setup, pretty good. But right there she is. Strapped down to it. There's the CBA Optima long rifle. I love that gun. Great trigger on it. Highly recommend CBA muzzleloaders or any rifle of that sort from CBA, but Bagara makes them. But that's enough talking, and I'm gonna get on in here. But I was gonna fill y'all in on the situation and what I feel like I needed to do, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that we might see something this evening. But it's about 3:15 right now. I don't expect them to move till about 6. But I've got a tree in mind when I was in here scouting that I'm gonna get up. Hopefully the wind, is somewhat in my favor. I know it's gonna swirl. There's no doubt in my mind because we're in the mountains, but just get lucky and them not smell me. But we're gonna see what happens, guys. There's the setup right there, guys. Big scrape right there. I don't know if you can see his horn tree snapped off right here. That's a horn tree right there snapped off. And right there. But we're gonna get up a tree. Somewhere back down in here, probably about right in there. There's a big holler in here with a big bedding area. Wraps around through there. And these bucks are traveling on these 3/4 to the top. They don't travel the top very often, but they'll usually be 3/4 of the way off from the top. Or a quarter off from the top, I mean. But we're gonna get down and get up a tree. What I do is I just pull this tie right here, guys, and that'll hold my saddle up. I got that off of a boy from Alabama. I cut my buckle off on my trophy line that comes around through here because it makes too much noise. But I've got a crosswind that's blowing back and forth right here. Maybe I'll be alright. We're just gonna try and see. This is more of just a observation to see what's in here, mostly from this camera. And when this cold front comes in October here, there's some more horn trees I'm looking at right there. But maybe when I get up in a tree, I can see off in these thickets better. lot of times you gotta be able to shoot down in it. I wouldn't ever be bow hunting in here this far back if I didn't have a smoke pole right there with me. But I'm gonna get up this tree, get on the back side, be facing back up the hill. I can shoot this holler here to my right real good as well. But I'll see y'all up the tree. Alright guys, I'm set up in the tree. Down here in the holler right there, I found one shed. There's a big bed area coming out of this thicket right through here. And then right up there's the scrape. Right through there. I've got this easy climb or easy hanger set up to where I can use it to shoot off of if the buck comes up through there. But this is mostly just an observation set. We're gonna see what happens. Let's put the setup right here. That milkweed right there will show me exactly what the wind's doing. I can see it farther than y'all can on the camera, but I can't stress enough to guys about using milkweed when you're hunting the mountains, because you just don't know exactly what the wind's doing. The powders will only show you so much. Milkweed is so important, guys. Man, it's like it's raining everywhere in here. Well guys, that's it for this evening. Got down in the tree, packed my stuff up, but I'm here right now taking my camera. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but we try to ease on out here without making too much noise. But if I have any good bucks on camera, I'll share. It depends. Depends on what I have on camera. I'll share it in the video, but it's a pretty good evening. We're just going to keep after it, keep scouting, it's mainly just observation. Like I said, you know, I didn't feel real confident of killing a buck right here because when it's this much food dropping, you could hear the acorns in the video, I'm sure. But at one point in time, there was a big gust of wind coming around the side of the mountain, and I thought it was rain, but it was acorns just dropping so much around through there where the gust of wind was blowing them out. But just scout, scout, scout. You got to find the hottest, freshest sign right now and head toward the white oaks. You know where white oaks are, go toward them, especially if they're good bedding areas next to it. The deer are going to be on the white oaks. They're most palatable and they're better tasting. So they'll be on those first. But I'm going to head on out here, guys. Maybe I'll get on a big in here before long and get some good footage out for y'all. But I've got, I know I've told y'all before, I've got some footage though that I need to upload. Just haven't had time. It's been a crazy year, as y'all know. But also got an SD card a friend has got. I've got to get off of him and get some stuff edited and published. But you know, just bear with me, and I appreciate y'all watching, and God bless you and good luck this season.